I'm running this 12-volt car fridge using a solar panel with a battery bank in the middle. Let's do some efficiency test.
I will also do a time lapse to see how long it takes to bring the temperature from 76 degrees down to 14 degrees with an empty fridge or with a pre-cooled contents.
Running a little test to see how efficient this 12-volt car fridge is. Let me give you a quick overview. It is powered by the ecoflow River 2. It is drawing about 32 watts of power, and the battery will last about 6 hours. I have a timer there. The target temperature is set at 14 degrees Fahrenheit, which is good for ice cream storage. The inside temperature is displayed at the bottom. Put a GoVid sensor inside. 77 degrees is my room temperature. Then I have a timer. My GoPro is recording on top.
Let's take a look at the power consumption first.
Power consumption of the AC adapter is consistent with the 12-volt socket. Power adapter is rated at 14.5 volts, 4.1 amp. Now let's switch over to 12-volt socket from the ecoflow River 2. This is what the connector looks like. Let's set it at 14 degrees Fahrenheit, which is ideal for storing ice cream, and that is minus 10 degrees Celsius. My battery bank is sitting at 87%. This is the ecoflow River and will last about 6 hours. Power consumption is 27 watts. Looks like the power consumption is 10 watts lower than using the AC adapter.
My first test was done with an empty fridge just to establish the baseline. It took about 52 minutes to bring the temperature down to 14 degrees Fahrenheit with 62 degrees reduction. So it's reducing the temperature at a 1.2 degrees per minute rate.
After 18 minutes, just want to show you guys a quick thermal imaging. It looks like the vent is around 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's the exhaust. Obviously, all the heat coming from its side at the bottom. It's pretty cold on the top. That's the only way to visualize. Now the fridge shut off at 14 degrees Fahrenheit, just like what I set it to. It took 52 minutes. So there is about 12 degrees Fahrenheit difference, and it's 3 degrees below freezing point. Let me put some drinks in there. It can hold quite a bit of drinks. 15 degrees. Yeah, putting more contents in there definitely affected the temperature inside. I'm seeing a big increase. Now it's working again. 31 watts, 32 watts, 75% of battery life, 5 hours remaining, and it's been 56 minutes. From its instruction, and noticed it says when using external battery or backup batteries, it is recommended to set the battery protection to H1 or H2. I wonder if that will make a difference, so I'm gonna long press the setting button and use the, hold on again, I'm gonna do this. Long press the setting button and cycle through the modes using the plus and minus and press setting again to confirm. I'm wondering if that will make a difference, but doesn't look like the voltage is affected. So I assume that is more like voltage cutoff point to protect the car battery when it is directly hooked up to the car battery.
I continued the time-lapse recording with 4 bottles of drinks inside the fridge this time. It managed to go below freezing point in about 2 hours but it is still struggling to get to the target 14 degrees Fahrenheit. So I decided to try some pre-cooled contents. The next day, I loaded up with frozen meats and set it up behind a solar panel. I'm using the ecoflow 200 watts bifacial solar panel to charge the ecoflow Reaver 2. The input is 100 watts here, output 32 watts. It is powering this whole setup. That's a 12 volt fridge through its 12 volt socket, and I'm powering some USB devices such as the GoPro Hero 8, which is recording this time lapse right now, a baby monitor, and the mobile phone there with a timer. So this charging process has been 1 hour and 15 minutes. I started around 40%. Although it's behind the solar panel, I guess the sunlight didn't help. I should have put it in the shade. After about 1 hour and 20 minutes, it was able to hit the 14 degrees mark on the fridge display. It's been 1 hour, 20 minutes. So this time it actually hit 14 degrees Fahrenheit inside, and the compressor stopped working. 3 watts power consumption, 4 watts. So anyway, I'm gonna crank it all the way down to 0, all the way here. I'll just let it run, okay? According to the internal sensor, I'm getting 5 degrees Celsius, which is way below freezing point. And in Fahrenheit, that is 23 degrees Fahrenheit. So 7 degrees difference. Let's see, 5 degrees. I'll just keep it Celsius for those of you using this kind of unit. The power consumption is always around 30 watts. I think it is a highly power efficient device. Just keep in mind, use pre-cooled contents, and it should be able to maintain that temperature for a very long time on a small battery pack. I stopped the test around 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Going to be a great emergency power backup solution for preserving the food during a power outage. It should be able to supply about 7 hours of power backup for this 12 volt fridge. Super compact. Thank you very much for watching. With a larger battery bank, I may get days of runtime using this compact fridge.